So yeah, I guess then in from this Japan trip, you after coming back, you decided to keep on going with the language by yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's when I started doing like looking more into like AJATT and stuff. Cause I was like, man, this ain't gonna get me anywhere.
Mm.
It's like get back from Japan, send a call center, bro. I got better things to do with my life. So I was like, I really want to learn Japanese. So it was kind of like usually there's like better things, like better ways to learn stuff than like the conventional method, I would say. And yeah, it was kind of like, hey, yeah, let's go.
So do you just switch your computers and phones to the Japanese?
Let's see, what did I do at the start? I knew I couldn't do it fully because I was in my program is really intense. Like I was spending most of my time on schoolwork, and I just can't focus with like stuff in my ear all day, like voices in my ear all day. So have you guys interviewed Brit or like other Matt, English Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I read his long ass guide about learning kanji. That was like my main entrance to like actually doing AJAT like that. He's got like an hour and a half read about Ankiing, RTK and stuff. Remembering the kanji, yeah. And he was like, all right, this will take 3 months, and then afterwards you gotta grind sentences and then do like mostly immersion learning or like immersion. So basically my thought was, all right, at the time I was in Australia for an internship. So basically it was over the summer, and I would just get out of work and then go to like the university nearby in the city and then do RTK stuff just on Anki for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Yeah, and that was like end of freshman year, I think, coming into sophomore year. I did I knew that I didn't have like any time at all to actually like immerse in like actual like direct immersion content. So I started like doing Core 10K, which I know is kind of taboo. But yeah, I was like, all right, here's the best I can do for now, and just do as much Core 10K as I can in a day for like until I graduate. And then when I graduate, that's when the AJAT really begins.
Wait, so you finished RTK in 3 months?
Yeah, so yeah, well, I think it was more like 4 to 5 actually, because I was in like Australia and I wanted to like explore and stuff. So it was, I would do 66 or 33 cards a day, which is like the 3 month period, but I wasn't that great about sticking onto it. So yeah.
That's pretty intense because a lot of people, they definitely like drop out before even finishing, and some people even quit Japanese just because that initial hurdle seems really difficult.
Yeah, it used to be like kanji was like this like crazy thing, you know. It's like, wow, 3,000 things that I can't recognize. But it was like at least to me, like I'm an engineer, so well, engineering student. So it's like it's really interesting to see how people are approaching these problems, and it was like really cool to me to see like how they're breaking down all these little characters into like little stories, and that was like, whoa. This black art, because I'm learning way too much. So I was like really excited to be, because like I had tried to learn kanji, right, like through like this big ass books of just like there'll be like a kanji on a page in like 10 squares and you write it 10 times. And I was like, man, this ain't working. But it was like Anki plus RTK, bro. It was like, oh. Like I still really love Japanese, and it was like supercharging the learning, and it was like I just had never been so excited to learn Japanese, to be honest with you. So yeah, and when I got back, I was like, man, I can read so many kanji now. Well, I can't read them, but I can understand them at least, you know.
Who would have thought it would have been the trip to Australia that would have gotten you further in Japanese?
Yeah, it was like that was like the first that was the first time I had really been on my own, like my own without my mom and my cat. That was just me in Australia. So it was like, I'm gonna take this. I kind of went to survival mode. I was like, all right, bro, let's go.